Neurodive Corner. And I want to start the video thanking our most recent subscribers. This is an incredibly small group, small channel. It's 199 of us. I never thought I would even hit my family. Like, I didn't even think my family was gonna jump on this and be excited and want to hear what I want to say. So I am incredibly grateful for each and one of you. Means the world. I do this as a way to kind of like keep my sanity and practice self-care and just kind of sharing life experience out there. So today I want to share. So I got information from a friend that resides out of the United States, and he happens to be a biochemist and a bioengineer. All of those things that I'll never be. Big brains out there. So we were talking about neurodivergence. We were talking about the incredible need we have for therapeutic foster parents, especially foster parents altogether. Let me tell you, because I will give you a stat, and I will reserve the name of the county just for safety purposes. But currently, there's a county in North Carolina where they have over 500 children awaiting placement or waiting for a family. And they have a little over 76 families that are licensed. So, all of those pro life people out there, we need you. We need you. If you're so pro life, you're for the kids, do it for the children. They need you. Think about becoming a foster parent and giving a child a forever home if you decide to adopt. But anyway, so getting back, I digress. Getting back to what my friend shared with me. So he was sharing some information about autism disorder, and we were just going back and forth talking about all of the stuff that's out there, how difficult it is to work with families and that have somebody on the spectrum, things like that. We were just sharing information. Let me hold up. Let me take 2 seconds to say hello to the chat. Hi. Oh, I'm always so bad with the names. Claudio, thank you for joining. Art, can't see that. Armin. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering your names. I'm so sorry, guys. Hi. Thank you for joining the live again. Do all the good stuff. Hit the like, hit the bell, share, subscribe, tell your friends. So anyhow, so we were talking about autism, and I was like, dude, you know what was frustrating for me as a mental health technician and as an EMT and as a autism specialist? It is extremely hard for me to see people that are clinical and that are very intelligent, and when it comes to transferring those skills to their neurodivergent child, they can't do it. It's like the skills don't translate. So we were talking about that, and he tells me, did you know that autism disorder was first discovered in, I think he said 1911, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that just yet. But it was in the early 1900s, very early 1900s, which we were laughing because the fact that it was discovered then and diagnosed then means that it predates a lot of the theories we have that would be a cause for the disorder. To give you an example, the disorder was discovered in 1911. Tylenol wasn't manufactured and produced almost 25 years after autism was first discovered. So that's a stat, right? That's some information. It also predates a lot of the modern formulations of vaccines. So there goes that theory. And I don't know, I was just in shock when he told me that, because I knew that it was discovered early. I knew that in the beginning it fell under the umbrella of, non specified learning disorder and things like that, because we did not know. And now that we have better tools and better protocols, obviously, and it'll give the appearance and skew the numbers, and it looks like there's more cases, when, at the end of the day, it's like science. It evolves, it grows, it gets better with time. And I always say, to me, when it comes to autism, the cause of the disorder obviously is super important, and I would love to have clarity and know, and have answers, concrete answers, because I think with human beings, that's the problem. We like concrete answers, especially when it has to do with health. We want positive or negative. Do I have it? Do I don't? And all of these behavioral and neurodivergent qualities do not fit neatly in a black and white mold, or negative or positive or anything like that. They are a spectrum, like everything else in life, though. I mean, we move in a spectrum through life. You don't show up to work the same way you show up for your family, the same way you show up for your friends. So everything happens on a spectrum. And like I said, it blew my mind that we've known about it for that early. But my main thing is, diagnosis is crucial, obviously. But the reason why diagnosis is crucial is because interventions are crucial, and that's where my passion lies. I am always advocating for families to do early intervention, to start when you are pregnant, even. you know Try to, like, if you have autism disorder in your family, and it seems to be pretty prevalent, talk to your OBGYN. Try to see a geneticist. Start getting in the mindset that this is something that might show up in your child, because there is a genetic component to it. Obviously, the neurodevelopmental piece of it has a lot to do with it, and we all know that there is an environmental piece to it. But my main thing, honestly, and what gives me hope, is that better diagnostics will open the door to less confusion and less misinformation, and will foster more effective interventions and treatments and protocols. And it would just help all of us that are out here trying to do best for our patients. It would just make a world of difference, if we got to the point where people could just push past the noise and wanting to hang their faith on a cure or things like that. I pray for a world where we move past that and understand that this is how these individuals are wired, this is how their brain functions. And if they needed to be fixed, evolution would have done that. But yet, these traits have continued. So there has to be value on it. And people sadly don't see it. So I just want to finish on that. Try to advocate, try to learn as much as you can, try to educate those that are open to be educated, keep opening doors, start in your community, start local, and try to push past the noise. Think critically. Don't hang your faith or your knowledge on kernels of truth. Be curious, stay curious, ask questions. That's what makes science fascinating. Science doesn't go with a narrative, or well, there are some scientists that will cook the books to obviously benefit their theory, but True science is about asking questions. It's about investigating and pushing the norm, pushing outside of the box. That's what makes it fascinating. That's what makes it reliable. That's what makes it helpful in modern society. The fact that we can question and we can formulate a hypothesis and we can prove it and we can get even better at those processes. So again, that's my hope for the future, is that people understand that neurodivergence is a superpower, is beautiful. They don't need to be fixed. They don't need a cure. They just need you to let them be, let them live, let them thrive. Open the doors and facilitate. Don't be that person that gives the odd look or the annoyed look or the whatever, because you're not perfect either. You got your shit going on too. And you have people probably looking sideways at you too. So just be kind. It's as simple as that. Be kind. Be kind. Lift each other. Help each other. That's how we make it through. That's how we grow. That's how we thrive. Okay, my guys? Oh, hi. Trying to catch the last peeps in the chat. I think Brenda yeah, Brenda or Brandy G. Thank you. Hello. Dan, thank you. Hello. Thank you for the compliment. Trust me, I am not that beautiful. It's all filter. So yeah, I'll be talking to you guys soon. Bye.